This is Totem Soup's pre-show promo.
Warning, this is not a test. A warning has been issued for all Western New York residents. Remain calm and follow the instructions on your screen to ensure your safety. A planned epidemic will break out. All residents are asked to be ready to take action immediately. You will be asked to evacuate your homes and gather with your friends and family. In a calm, orderly fashion, on August 27, 2011, a zombie apocalypse will take place. You are to head to downtown Buffalo, destination Club W, 199 Delaware Avenue. The official Buffalo Zombie Walk for Charity will be sweeping the city. The zombies have an attack route that they plan on executing that goes up Delaware Avenue, down through the Chippewa Strip, up along Elmwood, over to the Allentown Bar District, and then back to Club W. Visit Buffalo Zombie Walk for Charity on Facebook for details.
You are now about to witness
your DJ for this evening.
Hello. Hit me.
This is a test.
It's serious.
It's a dream.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Totem Soup.
My name is Holytotemic, and this is Totem Soup.
Sometimes I even find my princess in another castle. I should ask Dr. Mario for medicine, maybe hit up Little Nemo for a sedative, and slip into a Final Fantasy until the sequels get repetitive. You know I'll never let this stack up against me, Tetris. Some call me Pac-Man, maga maga maga, cause I eat these spirits for breakfast. And if my game ain't starting, baby feel free to blow on my cartridge. Alcohol makes everything so pixelated when you party in a 8-bit world.
My life's so complicated. My TV's 3D, not pixelated. The music's for free in 5, 6, 7, 8-bit. Plug me in, you don't even gotta say shit. Hitting on my neighbors in Mercedes, okay they annoyed. Ask me why I do it, cause I'm all about the paper boy. Let me know that I am just the illest villain they employed. Let me slow it down with the illest noise. Damn girl, you kinda mean my screen pros. Take you to my D-pad, show you who's the hero. Give you all the recap, got a Metal Gear flow. Cause I'm so solid, my whole team brolic. Came to LA, man, now I got a Dodger. You ain't gonna make it in these streets like Frogger. I'm on YouTube, like a blogger, you heard me. Groupies wanna blow, heard me.
Punch me out, and until these chicks get sick of us, I'll collect hearts like Kid Icarus. Hey princess, did I tell ya? I'm gonna be the next Legend of Zelda. I'm gonna be the one making noise, a real Mega Man amongst paper boys.
I take these ploys, lay them out, tell them see you later. Haters getting in my face, so I'ma call them Space Invaders. Once I get her, I'ma take her. Y'all say that this is luck, son, but they don't ever shoot me down. Duck hunt. 8-bit world. 8-bit world. 8-bit world. 8-bit world. You know we live in it. We're side scrolling in this. We're wrecking cars in it. We're next level. 8-bit world.
welcome to Totem Soup. My name is Holytotemic, and tonight we've got AJ Jordan on the line. AJ, say hello.
Yo, I'm coming back up on Totem Soup saying hello to everybody out there in Buffalo, international, worldwide, wherever we coming from, because we coming from Buffalo, representing the 716. What's up, people?
Nice. Not normal, but welcomed. We have Bear also for our interview tonight. Bear, what's going on, man?
You're stuck with me. That's what's up.
What's up, Bear? How you doing, man? How you doing tonight?
Well, I don't have a beer in my hand yet, so not so good as of yet.
I got one up on you then. You definitely do.
You can put it pretty much throw in anything for my hellos. I'm not important here.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Let's roll on into this interview here. AJ, you got a lot of stuff going on for you, man. You've had tons of concerts, CD release coming up. You're going for the Gathering of The Juggalos. You got a bunch of music videos and stuff going on. Give us the rundown, man.
And it's been insane, dude. Last summer cannot compare to this summer. And I teamed up with Greg Heineman from Terror Technologies, and we've been owning the scene locally with Mark Madden, Mad Tattoo, and Jay from Southside Customs Motorcycle Shop. We've been doing it, man. These parades. We did the 4th of July Riverside Parade, and basically scared the crap out of the judges, and they loved it, every minute of it. And
that was hilarious.
We got the runner-up for the float competition in the Our Voice Mardi Gras. That was excellent. So, definitely give them props and respects for, having us out and showing us a good time.
Guys, wait, when AG says that we scared the crap out of the judges, I mean, we really scared the crap out of the judges. When they said, zombies attack!
Over them, and the lady was like, oh my god!
there's like 100 zombies, like, suddenly, like, turned left, and they converged on this tent of people, and they, like, looked, like,
nice.
Wide-eyed, like, oh my god! They're coming to us! Down!
They had a couple on rope pulling them back, like, no, stay back,
Save the kids! Save the children!
And it's all for charity, we're, like I said, 1,000,000 times over, it's all for charity. We do it for a whole bunch of different charities. Make-A-Wish Foundation, definitely the Food Bank of Western New York. We have gotten so much food for them. It's Operation One Ton is what we're doing this year, and we've already got half of the food for it this year. Last year we got our 1,000 tons, so we're trying to do 2,000 this year. And double the work I've been putting in this summer, for sure, man. I've been doing so much. And
yeah, I mean, even Totem Soup has been every week for the last month and a half.
Been holding it down for my friends. You guys been holding it down for a lot of my people out there.
Yeah, we've been doing a weekly commercial for the 27th for Terror Technologies. Their Zombie Walk for Charity. Yeah,
it's like in a Z pattern going from Elmwood and Allentown and all that. It's going in a Z pattern, so should be pretty sweet how the whole thing goes down, because we're not just hitting one street, we're going through the whole entertainment district.
Yep.
It's a full-fledged on-zombie attack,
I mean, $10, what is it, $10 for a full day of fun?
It's $5 for the day. If you want to go during the day, you bring your kids and they can walk in the zombie walk, or you can get the $8 combo pass. The whole thing starts off at Club W on Delaware and East Huron, I believe. It's on the corner there, and it starts there. You can register, but you can, we're having an after party afterwards after the zombie walk, which is like, you get 18 and up, 21 and up, and we're having bands there like Skinbound and Pollock, whatever their name is. I think it's Pollock.
Well, it is Buffalo, so it probably is Pollock.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I showed with them before at Club Infinity a long time ago, and they were pretty good, so I'm excited to see them. And I've been showing a lot of support to my buddies in Skinbound, and they've been getting out there. They're getting big now, so definitely psyched to have them all come together. We're all coming together for a just cause,
So moving on from Terror Technologies, there's another interesting point that I want you to kind of hit on.
That's 5% of what I got going on,
I'm totally interested in hearing more about Grendel.
For people that don't know what Grendel is, because there's a lot of people that I'm straight comic book nerd, so, I mean, you know, you don't really get into comic books and you probably don't know what it is. You might have seen Beowulf, the movie about Grendel and everything like that, but it has nothing to do with it. It's, Grendel is, it's like an anti-hero shoot-'em-up action flick that we're trying to film out here locally in Buffalo, and, actually just signed on recent management with Cinescope Productions, a good buddy of mine out here, and we're trying to get that going on. We're trying to get the permits for it to shoot in City Hall and to shoot at the psych ward, the psychiatric ward.
Nice.
And, yeah, it's gonna be crazy. And this guy's already put in like grands for me to go to the gathering and get everything done and investing in my whole thing. And you know,
you're gonna be recording at the Richmond complex.
Yeah, we're trying to film at the Buffalo Psychiatric Complex and at the what's the other place I just said? I can't remember.
City Hall?
Yeah, City Hall, inside of City Hall.
Nice.
And inside the psychiatric ward is going to be our main focus.
I don't think you're going to have much luck at the City Hall, honestly.
They wanted like probably $8,000 to do it. I'm not really going to talk financials on the air, but they wanted a whole bunch to do it, and I have to pay basically per person. I have to pay them per hour and have like staff on hand with them and everything. And we've already pretty much talked to the people, and they're open to the concept of it because we're trying to get them into, you know, thinking that it's, you know, we're trying to bring in Terror Technologies as a zombie thing and tie in the whole charity and everything together with it. So I'm trying to use all my resources in one and gather it all together. It's going to be pretty crazy.
I think it's cool that you're doing a Grendel film. I mean, I've been a fan of Egner's Grendel back in the
Matt Wagner, the artist that came up with the concept of Grendel, and it's actually he was an author. Hunter Rose is the character behind Grendel. Grendel is kind of like Batman, but he's like the anti-hero because he didn't like seeing a lot of what was going on with the mob scene and everything like that. But he wasn't that vigilant enough not to just tell them not to do it again. He'll just straight up murk you, and he wanted to own everything. So it's gonna be a shoot 'em up action packed flick, man. And we're trying to get permits so that we can actually be able to shoot outside and have everything. Like when I say shoot, I mean like using guns and firearms and all sorts of stuff like that. It's going to be pretty high maintenance and pricey. Probably a couple years in the making doing it, but we've already got the storyboard and the script and everything already worked out, so it's pretty crazy. I want to do like I'm basically going to do like promo posters and all the advertising and everything like that. And you don't really get into the whole behind the scenes of how you do it, but I'm learning that right now, so what we're going to do is basically film like a trailer, and a red box trailer or a red tube trailer, or what's it called? A red band? Yeah, we're going to film a red band trailer to begin with.
Porn site,
yeah.
movie site.
Yeah, basically, RedTube. It's going to be on RedTube.
Making a Grendel porno.
Alright, so I'm waiting to see anything about it, a theatrical trailer, anything. I'm really stoked about this.
Focused on shooting that first, even if it's like we gotta do it out in the country, in a crap house shack where we can blow apart the walls and get away with doing something like that. Shooting out there like literally a lot of action-packed stuff.
It's amazing. We shot the entire film in a shit house.
Yeah, basically. That's all I think we're gonna need to do, but I do need Keith.
Most of Romero's movies were like,
we're
centered around a freaking crap house.
And stuff so court scenes, church buildings. I've always liked the architecture of Buffalo, so I want to show that a lot in the movie because Buffalo is like the Gotham City.
That's what I was just gonna say. Every time I look at like a skyline shot of Buffalo at night, it's totally Gotham.
Yeah,
like it's got that goth architecture. It's beautiful.
With my music video, with the sun going down and everything right there at the end, I just had to hold that in there. But through the whole video, we didn't have any sun in there. It was just straight clouds, and you could see the wickedness that Buffalo puts on people's souls out here.
That's the funny thing. every interview they had with like Christopher Nolan.
Yeah.
Like every director of Batman from Tim Burton to Christopher Nolan basically describes Gotham City as being like Chicago. You know, like we basically modeled Gotham City after Chicago. And I look at these interviews, I'm like, Gotham City is Chicago? No fucking way. It's Buffalo.
Right.
Well, how many other dark places in you know the Northeast can you compare to Gotham City except Buffalo? I mean, Chicago.
Exactly.
Yeah, they had gangsters, but you know Buffalo's got gangsters too. You know,
It's Capone was playing cards out here back in the 30s with the train when it was the industrial city back in the day. We were the forefront of the East Coast. You know, with the steel and everything. They had the trains running back. Mobsters used to live out here in Depew, and I know the whole back route of the, you know, the story, the history behind.
Where's Giuliani? Can we get him on the line?
I'm trying to get up.
Where's Giuliani? Is he on the phone? No, Buffalo had gangsters.
Counting people.
Right. Buffalo had gangsters. We had the steel. We were the first city in the Northeast that had electric power.
Right.
Irish people. Yeah, we had the Irish, the dark Irish.
Either way you look at it, we're all drinkers.
Everybody's drunk in Buffalo.
We go from the awesome guys of
chugging beer, you know.
We go from the awesome guys of Buffalo looking like Gotham to a bunch of drunken Irishmen. Awesome. Come to Buffalo, everybody.
Come see our beautiful city. Get drunk with us.
Oh yeah,
right. I can't tell you how many friends I've had from like other states go, I had these amazing buffalo wings, and I'm like, no, you didn't. Shut up.
Like the size of your thumb, and in other states.
We're totally bringing Grendel to Buffalo. It's gonna be Pim. All right, so let's move along to the next and biggest story that you've got, the Juggalos.
I just did a huge concert out here with the Insane Clown Posse. For all the haters that you know like to talk about them tremendously out there on the internet, you just read all that. But if you're out in the streets and you're in the shows, you'll know that whole thing was just sold out.
Every day I pass at least 6 to 12 cars on my way to work that have Hatchet Man on the back of their freaking car.
Right.
This is an ICP town. I'm not gonna lie. This is an ICP town.
Majorly so.
Oh, yeah, especially out in Buffalo, out there in Niagara Falls, Lockport. They're all juggalos, you know, everywhere. I mean, not even on the juggalo market, but as an underground hip hop, it's just getting bigger and bigger out here in Buffalo. So what we did at the ICP show was we wanted to show them a little bit of how we're holding down Buffalo hip hop. I brought my boys up on stage and held it down. We represented in front of over 1,000 people. Probably one of the biggest shows I've ever done in my life. And I've toured with former members of the 3-6 Mafia, all up and down the East Coast. We hit like Virginia Beach, Detroit, Cleveland, Columbus, all that. We did the whole thing there, and that wasn't even as big as that. So it was just crazy up there throwing Faygo soda pop with all them crazy clowns and going backstage and seeing how their whole production goes down. You know, they hold a tight ship there. You know, they're real strict and you know, they're definitely all business. So it was cool being a part of that. And you know, being 10 plus years in the business myself locally and booking shows, promoting and doing them, it's just crazy. Being given that opportunity, and it was just nuts. I'm still on cloud nine. I really haven't gotten any sleep because the opportunities are just keep coming over and over since then. I've had people hitting me up left and right. I've done 6 shows since then, probably like once a week. That weekend I had 2 shows back to back, so I had a little VIP thing at the Gorilla Gallery the night after that, which sold out, and we had 150 people in there all having a great time. So really holding it down for Gorilla Gallery of Buffalo, BuffaloGorillaGallery.com, you know, owned by my buddy Mark Madden of MadTattoo.com. If you didn't know, just opened a new shop on 1432 Hurdle Avenue, Mad Tiki Tattoo. So, wow, man, we got so much going on, and I tie it all together, you know.
Did this opening for the Insane Clown Posse, is that what opened up the Gathering of the Juggalos for you, or?
Well, they had, what it is they basically book underground artists every year, and this will be the 12th year that they've done it. Last year, there was 20,000 people in attendance, the biggest they've ever done it, and they had all sorts of artists.
It's really cool that ICP, I mean, being that they're as popular as they are now, they're actually trying to promote other people other than themselves. I mean, because it's not, it's one thing to be self-promoting. Once you get to the point where you no longer need that popularity, like, because you've already got your fan base, you start promoting, like, other bands and other artists, along with you. You're raising up everybody else in the community, and makes you look good. It makes them look great, gives them exposure, and that's the way you form ties with, the groups. I mean, it's cool that they go around and do that. They're not just self-promoting themselves, but they're helping to promote, the other lesser-known artists that go, hey, these are the bands that we like to listen to as well, and you guys should be listening to.
That's
cool.
what it's about. They are looking at bands that they used to listen to, that we all used to listen to back in the 90s, and, we think what people want to see make a comeback. So I'm just excited to be a whole part of it. It might even be the last gathering. Who knows? They might switch it up and do something different, like in the wintertime or something. But I'm excited to be a part of it. They got Charlie Sheen and Flava Flav and all sorts of people are going to be there.
Mr. Winning's going to be there? No way. The Warlock.
Yeah. All sorts of people. Officer Colt Cabana, I'm going up against him and Kung Fu Vampire. They got the same time slots as me. I'm going on the underground stage Friday night at 2 o'clock in the morning, just like the best slot you could get there, right before King Gordy. Just if you remember the big black guy in the recording studio or in the radio show in 8 Mile, you guys remember him with the horns on his head?
Yeah.
Big
yeah,
O?
yeah.
Yeah, that's the dude I'm going on right before. And he's huge in the underground market. He calls himself the self-proclaimed king of horrorcore, and he's pretty big, man. So definitely big ups to King Gordy and going on right before him, and I'm blowing up the show, dude. I got hundreds of thousands of glow sticks and flyers and CDs and posters, and they all say Buffalo on them. I'm just excited. I got Roman candles I'm going to be holding and popping off in the air in front of thousands of people. A sea of 20,000 people. If it's going to be twice that this year, who knows? It's crazy. I can't even imagine. I can't contain my excitement.
It doesn't surprise me, dude. You're like a little friggin' dynamo. I mean, you're like bound up energy all the time.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's roll on into the interview portion of this. Now, I'm sure your schedule is mostly busy, but do you ever, get a chance to relax, or what do you do when you relax, man?
Nope.
You relax at all?
Nah, not really. I don't.
You gotta smoke Jay every now and again.
Yeah, I mean, I try to do that maybe like once a week, 2-3 times a week.
Oh, hang on, guys. My shipment from Columbia's here.
Right?
Yeah, I stopped doing that like 3-4 years ago.
You must take care of head.
I went through that. I went through that whole process of, I just turned 29 just recently. So I'm like gearing towards 30. I don't have a wife and a kids with nice car in the garage of a 3-4 bedroom house yet. I'm freaking out. So I've went through that whole party time and everything. Like I said, I toured the whole country. So I've experimented with drugs hardcore. I'm not trying to do that anymore, and I've really got my head on straight the last 2-3 years. And
well, we here at Totem Soup believe that there's drugs and then there's pot.
Oh yeah, no,
I'm just saying,
that's I'll always
there's
partake.
staple.
It came from the ground. What's the difference?
Exactly.
Not anything synthesized or man-made.
Anything that you can shake a little bit on a pizza is not a drug, sir.
I just quit smoking cigarettes recently, thanks to my boys at Vapor Trail e-cigarettes.
AJ, what is the one thing you'd like to change about the world?
All the ignorant people in it.
Amen.
That's a tough one.
Very simple answer, because I couldn't hear anything else before that. It was breaking up like hardcore.
Are you doing what you believe in, or are you settling for what you're doing?
I've always done what I've believed in. My music is very realistic. It's therapeutic for me to get it off my chest, and even though it might look like I'm doing it for financial gain, I got a daughter and a mouth to feed, and I care for her, so I'm trying to make the best life that we can, Everybody wants happiness. success, and you gotta be successful to get that. I'm not a fake person by any means. You can come up and say hi to me, and, if you got business ventures of your own, I'll try to give you my best input. I'm not selfish.
So you're doing what you believe in. That's cool, man. I respect that.
Hell yeah.
Have you ever seen insanity, like, where you later saw creativeness?
Have I ever seen it and have I ever been insane? What do you mean?
Have you ever seen something that you've done or thought of, as being like, wow, that's like really insane and crazy, I want to do that, and you look at later and go, that was actually creative talent that brought this out,
I think everything that I do kind of portrays that. I don't want to like toot my own horn and sound egotistical, but I try to be as original as possible, and when I get the chance to perform and do that, it's entertainment, so you're there to entertain people, and I blow it out the frame every time. I go home every time just worn out. I give it my all. It's everything
110%.
I got. I got nothing left. I got nothing else,
Well, that's the whole point. If you either show up or you go home. I mean, if you don't give everything out, in the show to everybody, then you're
home.
Yeah, you don't do 90% of a show. That's not what people are paying to see. They want to see the entire product. You're giving your heart, though. That's cool. What's something that you do differently than most other artists?
I do it by myself. Everything by myself. The beats and the lyrics and the artwork and all that. I mean, I have a small team of people that, don't really do. I kind of just, rely on them for, the secondhand stuff that I need. But when it comes down to it, I'm really doing everything by myself and, giving them the direction behind what I need to pull together, as a collective consciousness. So yeah, I'd have to say I do everything by myself, and nobody really does much for me.
So you're not like Eminem, where you have Dre standing behind you, calling the shots, guiding them along.
I wish I did. I could take a breath then.
Right.
I'm on stage by myself. I'm on songs by myself. I'm promoting and booking myself. I just now recently acquired my own management, the Cinescope Productions guy, like I was talking about. But he doesn't have a sense of direction either. So I'm trying to bring everything together. Like, I've been in the game for 10 plus years, so I'm experienced behind what needs to be put together. And
you gotta have representation.
Yeah,
you gotta have an agent who basically represents your best interests, and make sure that people aren't trying to step on your toes and stuff, right?
Yeah, he's like my PR guy. If I don't want to go out and put my face out there like that, then I'll have him do it for me and book shows and talk to the big wigs for me.
Oh, that's very cool. What's the one thing you haven't done yet that you really want to do?
I'm doing that next week. I haven't ever played the biggest show on earth in front of 20,000 people. I mean, I'm sure there's been like some stadium arena stuff that big millionaires like Eminem and Dr. Dre, like you just mentioned, have done before with their big tours and stadiums and arenas. But, this is out in the middle of nowhere with people that are, have common interests like me. So I'm just psyched to be a part of this Gathering of the Juggalos, for real. I've been going, this will be my 5th time. They've been doing it for 12 years now, so this is the biggest one yet, and I'm a part of it. I've always wanted to be a part of it. That's something that I wanted to do. I wanted to open for ICP. I got that. So I'm doing what I wanted to do now,
That's very cool, man. It's crazy you got
20
that
years, 20 years of growing up. I'm 29 now, so, when I was around 11, 12 years old is when I started getting into, like, doing all this stuff, being different and creative and learning different things about myself, so.
That's cool. Speaking of that, your childhood, what artists inspired you musically when you were a kid? Why did they inspire you?
All sorts of stuff inspired me. I listened to a lot of 103 The Fox before it was The Edge. We talked about that a little bit the last radio show that we did. I always listened to The Fox when I was a kid, so a lot of rock music, Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, a lot of music like that, Rage Against the Machine, Non-Point. But then if you get it on the hip-hop side, I listened to like a lot of underground music. What really started off like rap music for me was like Sir Mix-a-Lot and Cool Keith and music like that, and the New York styles of like Necro and Nonfiction and music like that. I got into rap music from that. And when I got locked up, I learned about, freestyling and we used to beat on the concrete walls and make freestyles and all that. So rap music and hip hop and that rhythmic beat making has always been a part of me. When I was in grade school, I was in the Erie County Chorus in front of Kleinhans Music Hall. I did a solo in front of like 2,000 people. That was pretty fun. To be a part of that. I was like probably 10 years old, my first in-stage concert appearance. So,
that's cool. So,
yeah, it was like they picked like 2 kids out of every county in New York to do this Erie County chorus thing, or every city or every town in Erie County they picked 2 kids out of. There was like 30 of us, and I killed it as a little kid singing.
I did church choir for 7 years. I totally understand that. My parents like shoved me right in front of a bunch of people. Like,
so there you go.
My parents had to shove me in front of a whole bunch of the people, and like, yeah, you gotta sing with a whole bunch of kids.
Now here I am, shows in front of hundreds of face painted freaks that at any given time they could love you or they could hate you, and half the crowd loves me, half the crowd hates me. I had a whole gang of girls flip me off in the corner, and I perform for them more than I perform for anyone else, because it's not about disrespecting, man. We're all there for the same cause, trying to have a good time.
If you can turn a bunch of haters to start liking you, I mean, you basically made it at that point.
Exactly. That's by the end of the night, they're all bobbing their heads. So,
AJ, with everything that you do for the community, do you feel that you contribute with everything you do to the community? I mean, I kind of messed up the question there.
I try to contribute as much as I can, and sometimes I feel like I don't contribute enough, but that's because I'm so busy. But, definitely being hooked up with Greg from Terry Technologies, and that has opened the door to me doing more for my community than I could ever imagine. I feel like I can't do enough, especially in this time and in this day and age. It's rough for everyone.
There's a point where you gotta, there's stuff for the community, there's stuff for charity, but you gotta look out for you too. So I mean, you do a lot for charity, you do a lot for the community, and you're kind of looking out for you for right now. So I mean, that's understandable.
For the last 10 years, I used to work with a bunch of other local bands and make graphics for everyone else and do this, that, and the third for everybody. So now it's my time to shine. I've had these opportunities presented to me, and I'm going to take them by the balls and do what I can with it.
I've seen some of your graphics. Some of your graphics are really good for album art covers and stuff. Really good work.
Yeah, I mean, there's some people out there that they know the whole digital process behind it. They might be a little more technical and cleaner on it, but I taught myself, so I've been doing it. And it's I know code and everything. If you're a tech nerd and you like talking HTML and doing websites, and that's me. That's my forte even before making music. I love making artwork, and I can draw.
You're kind of preaching to the self-taught here.
Yeah,
yeah, pretty much.
We're all pretty well self-taught.
Yeah, like I'm actually going to college now, but I have to relearn the things that I taught myself over. So
yeah, I get so many people that send me emails, and I get people calling me, asking me advice all the time, like, how, I'm a rapper just starting out, how do you do it? And I'm like, dude, there's so much work that you have to do to put your foot out there, and I do it all myself. I build my website myself, I do my artwork myself, I get my beats myself, I write it all, I do the shows myself. So it's like, you can't really just be sitting going around trying to expect a handout by asking artists like me, how did you do it? Figure it out yourself, bro.
Google it.
I did.
Google it.
Yeah, exactly. We all did here, and we're that much farther along because of it. You learn something new every day, so don't be discouraged if you didn't pick it up right the first time. I damn sure didn't. You don't want to hear any of my first stuff. I was rapping on a boombox microphone attached to a little stereo and rapping over techno beats. I mean, I was in some rock bands before, but we didn't have any kind of capability to record anything, so we just messed around in garage band style,
I got a couple serious questions here, a little darker questions if you don't mind.
Sure.
Do you recall your worst nightmare? What was it about?
I was just talking about this the other day. My worst nightmare ever, I met the Easter Bunny. Obviously there isn't a real Easter Bunny, I don't think. There is, and that thing would probably freak me Yeah, but yeah, I had a nightmare when I was a little kid of the Easter Bunny that used to chase me around with a chainsaw, and he'd bust through fences, and I couldn't get away from him. But eventually, I got old enough to where I could like control my dreams, and all my dreams are in color, and I can read in my dreams, and sometimes I can fly, but I have to run and jump, and I can only glide so far and so high for so long. So I think that answers the question, man. Dreams are very vivid for me.
That's freaky, man. That's a good one. How do you hope you're gonna die?
I hope I'll make it to 30 years old. I'm surprised I didn't hit the 27 club with what's her face, the rehab chick, Amy Winehouse.
Oh, Amy Winehouse. She's been clean now for almost 3 weeks.
Yeah, so have I.
Boo. Planking, you're doing it right.
How do I hope I'm gonna die? I mean, jeez. You said that you had some dark questions. No, I want to go on a burning flame of chaos, dude. Of course.
All right, I just those are the only 2 dark questions I got.
I could die tomorrow. I could die with a legacy, pretty much. I wouldn't say I would die that comfortably with a smile on my face, but I would be halfway satisfied to know that I could leave behind something this strong. People will be talking about me for years to come. If I was to die tomorrow, you guys would all be rich and famous off me. I need guy. Let's sell some fucking Totem Soup AJ Jordan merchandise. I'll release the credits and the rights to it right now. If I die at the Gathering, you guys can start building up merch for me.
That's gonna be my legacy. I'm gonna be the one that talks about. Oh yeah, I got AJ Jordan to talk about the Easter Bunny on the radio.
Instructions to get some rights to the whole thing, but you can get some songs on there and everything, and make it all work between each other. I'll be dead and gone. So
we're gonna be on GTA 6. That's my goal.
Right?
Yeah, it'd be awesome to get a song on there, man.
You unlock me with God mode. My only ability is I have all weapons and I fuck all the hookers. That's it.
I just want to be one of the voiceover guys for GTA 6. The guys in the background when you're driving around, listening on the radio. You're going to hear us talking, about AJ Jordan's, worst demons, the Easter Bunny that kills people with chainsaws.
Do you have an inner juggalo that you're hiding?
An inner juggalo that I'm hiding? I might, dude. Actually, I've been kind of battling myself with that lately. A lot of people come at me like I hate on juggalos, but that's never been the case. I mean, I was like one of the first OG juggalos, and a lot of people will hate on me for saying that because they'll be like, "Oh, you can't be the first." And man, I was like living in Dallas, Texas when these guys first came out. They came out in like these old beat up purple and green vans back in the 90s, giving out Mr. Rotten Treats tapes, like even before ICP got big, and I was down way back then listening to it, and I've always been down, and the underground hip-hop movement in general is just huge, so I've been battling myself with that lately, and I want to be an individual myself, but they have been showing me a lot of love, and I'm now finally getting the recognition that I feel like I deserve, so I want to show back and show some love and some support to them too. I think I'm going to get a hatchet man on my ankle, like right above on the calf.
Oh, nice. That's tighter than a Jackie Chan flip over the gate.
Right?
Well, I understand what it means like to be a juggalo. Back then it was like it's something that you keep to yourself, it was like a bad habit, or like a hidden pleasure,
Like a little secret, right?
Yeah.
So you've had that inner juggalo for quite some time then.
Yeah, since 96, I'd have to say. 96.
Longer than me.
Man, yeah.
All right, well, generally speaking, as a fan, how do you show appreciation for your fans? Like free tickets, free beer, pat on the back.
I'm constantly giving out free tickets. Like I said with the ICP show, I put my boys on stage with me and split my half-hour set and gave them 15 minutes of fame so I could get my 15 minutes of fame. That says a lot right there. You split a set when you've been given that big of an opportunity, and you split your set with your boys that have only been doing it a couple of years just because, you're trying to show love and Buffalo music all around and try to bring the scene up more.
Yeah, just recently you released that huge compilation disc for free download for everybody. That was pretty wicked.
At ajjordan.net. We do free shows all the time. We had a keg fest where we did you get in for $5 and you get all the free beer you want for the whole night. We did that. That was cool as hell. It was actually a really good show turnout, and just had a free girls' birthday party I just did for these two girls that hosted a birthday party at Club W, and that was free. We brought a bunch of people there, and they're hyped because there's some ICP fans, that weren't able to go to the gathering, but they know I was performing and holding it down for Buffalo, and it was cool to be able to perform at their birthday party for them. I was like, happy birthday, girls.
Are you doing bat mitzvahs yet?
I wouldn't be opposed to it. I'll tell you that. People ask me to at their weddings, I'm like, are you really sure you want me to do that? That's like ICP being signed with Disney way back then. It's like, are you guys sure you wanted to do that? And
if I ever get married again, I want you to be I want you to be doing the ceremony.
Yeah, I'm an MC, so I'll be up there, and it's all about entertainment. I get the crowd live. I don't necessarily have to do songs,
Oh no, man! I want you conducting the ceremony. I want you marrying us.
Yeah, master of ceremonies. Oh, no, I'm not.
What about being on the radio? Everyone has a radio voice. Do you have one that you practice, or do you just speak naturally?
Do I have a radio voice? No, I don't necessarily, but this is my voice. I've pushed it for years. And I got a lot of different other ones, too, so.
Whatever catches you at the moment, pretty much, right?
Sounds like you're smoking a carton of Camels just to get that, though. I mean, to grind that out.
Right.
It's like, hey, Selma.
I got all sorts of different voices, It's just a matter of which one you want to hear. So, there's a Juggalo chat line that I call into all the time called Crossroads Inn with a K. I can't give the number out. I don't think I remember it. It's like 218-862-6230. Look at that. I remember it right off the bat. And I'm always up in there too, man, messing with people. You guys ever want to call up in there? It's a good time. I'm always in there with my crazy voices. I was just recently on a webcam chat before the gathering. The JuggaloGathering.com has a webcam chat in there. It's real fun. They're streaming all the stuff live on psychopathiclive.com. You could pay for it. It's like $20 a day to watch it all. But Friday at 4:15 in the afternoon, I will be talking live from wfuckoffradio.com. And yeah, that's what it's called. Literally called WFuckOffRadio. It's Psychopathic Records' own, it's ICP's own little radio show. They do internet radio.
Kind of unfortunate that I'm gonna have to bleep that.
Yeah, they don't know anything about, doing streaming podcasts or anything like that. They're trying to learn how to do all that now, so they're getting into all that for the gathering. Everything's going to be streaming live, so 4:15...
Just jumped into it, didn't we?
Yeah, 4:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on WFOff Radio is going to be me on there, another little interview, and they want me to go bobbing for eyeballs in vinegar and alcohol with sheep's eyeballs. It was either that or wasabi. It was either snort wasabi or play prison chess with Mystical and possibly get shanked.
I think I would have snorted the wasabi.
Right before my concert, though. I can't mess up my throat.
Yeah, you can't mess up his throat. That's the thing.
But wasabi is all nasal burn. It's not throat burn.
That'll clear you out, if anything.
The wasabi goes wrong and uncut. The guy's nose is gushing blood.
Oh, dude, that post-nasal drip after snorting wasabi would just like totally ruin you.
Oof.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially when you're weightlifting like, AJ does, I mean, with the voice, overs and stuff. I mean, he needs his voice. You can't be screwing up with, by snorting wasabi.
Yeah, I've been spitting it, man. I've been going in hard on the microphone by myself for years.
On a side note, you just did a phenomenal collaboration with this chick rapper that was just amazing.
Whitney, she is huge out in Philadelphia. Whitney Peyton. She's on the Unlitter Us campaign for Philadelphia. She's all on the sides of buses and downtown subway stations. She's all over the place, big on these billboards and everything out in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Yeah, Whitney Peyton, and it was a real political track that we did together. I didn't even really have a notion for that beat, but I knew I wanted to do something with her over that, because she's a female hip-hop rapper and MC, and
I gotta give it, because the final product was spot on.
Oh, that's not even the final product. There's still a little piece of her that I didn't put in on that release that we put on the internet. There's like a second verse that she's doing, like a half second verse on the CD that I haven't put out yet. And yeah, it sounds like the CD quality, the quality of my music, it has no comparison to when you hear it in the studio or what it's going to sound like on CD when it all gets mastered and everything. It's going to sound like a totally different, music-wise.
Yeah, I was just saying that you two mesh really well. Is there anything else that you guys are going to do together? Or, I mean, because you guys sound real good together. Yeah.
She's real into the college crowd and everything, so I want to do something for, like, the college crowd out here, because that's pretty big out here, the music scene, college kids.
When it comes down to it, with female artists in that genre are very rare anyways, but
yeah,
she's raw.
White girl.
Like, real raw.
Yeah, and she looks sexy.
That helps.
I'll agree.
But I think she might be working for the other team. I don't know.
Oh, the really hot girls that growl and are the crazy ones. They really do. I mean, they are crazy, and it's
she's putting out this CD called No Holds Barred, and she's got the boxing gloves on and everything. Like, damn, this girl don't play.
Nice.
I built her website and everything. WhitneyPeyton.com. PEYTON.com. You don't know how to spell that, so
yeah, I checked it out. Actually, it's a pretty clean looking site.
Yeah, I've been doing them big.
Very cool.
I wanted to help you guys do a Totem Soup website, but you already got that whole thing locked down.
Right?
But
Didn't I help you on a couple script issues you were having a little while back?
Oh man, it's been insane lately. Yeah.
Yo, what's good? All the way from Philadelphia to Buffalo, it's your boy, AJ Jordan, Whitney Peyton, LA Productions. Everybody wanna listen to the way I flow. I keep it strange, stay out my way cause I'm an animal. I'm getting money and the fame comes with regardless. Half you critics I have just labeled as retarded. Smash your computer browsing internet garbage. Online users are losers seeking senseless drama. People only want what's yours until they got what's yours, and then they out that door today nobody has honor. Push it off and procrastinate until tomorrow. Why keep stalling what you should be starting now on? The man that doesn't get it for a minute, take a second, walk in my shoes and you will see eventually I got something to prove. With my eye on the prize, dying why will I fly in the sky, find my demise? We ain't got nothing to lose, and I'm a sucker for proof. We're out of luck or we're doomed, you better duck for the boom. We're gonna burn, they'll never learn. It's none of your concern. Someone tell me, where's our future? We're gonna burn, they'll never learn. It's none of your concern. Someone tell me, where's our future?
Everybody pay attention, watch a chick spit, cause I'm only throwing bombs if the shit's lit. Everybody wanna make it and get rich quick. I'm about to blow 'em out the water, time to sink ships. It's sink or swim, so you better get your floaties on. I earned my patches, you just went ahead and sewed yours on. Yes, you better check my resume. It's like a novel and it's getting better every day. When I make it, I'ma feed the kids starving. They need dinner more than I need a Ferrari. As these kids die and cancer patients go restless, all these rappers do is sit around and buy necklaces. Wow, I just called you out. If you're making money up, I just called you out. It's cause I'm tired of everything that they rap about. When corporate greed keeps filling up their bank accounts.
We're gonna burn, they'll never learn. It's none of your concern. Someone tell me, where's our future? We're gonna burn, they'll never learn. It's none of your concern. Someone tell me, where's our future? Stay attentive cause you're about to hear me spit twice. It's AJ Jordan, Whitney Peyton, you're the sick like. Them thorough children only think for the food was lick rice. Someone tell me if you think that they think that this is right. Yo man, that's horrible, I trade my soul for sure. While other people are so ignorant they have no obscure. We're coming out from a different culture to call out anyone because everyone's seeming like they need a counselor. The weight is definitely on the individual shoulders. Let's do something about hate before we're too late, it's over. We're all responsible for what we cause. Politicians are problematic operators by law. But do you realize that we've all been disinformed? The government controls this while we just conform. They don't want smart musicians conversations with intelligent fans. Because you listen and you learn and it would ruin their plans. We're gonna burn, they'll never learn. It's none of your concern. Someone tell me, where's our future? We're gonna burn, they'll never learn. It's none of your concern. Someone tell me, where's our future? We're gonna burn, they'll never learn. It's none of your concern. Someone tell me, where's our future? We're gonna burn, they'll never learn. It's none of your concern. Someone tell me, where's our future?
I know here on Totem Soup we have to be quick with it, but sometimes, there's molasses in my brain. How do you overcome that?
Molasses in your, what do you mean, feeling,
Stuff's not coming to you quickly and stuff like that,
That's been happening to me all night in this little interview here. I'm like, nah, when that happens, man, I just do whatever I can to get myself motivated. I get up, I literally, do push-ups, and, get myself psyched out. I might take a shower, take a run around the block. Sometimes when I'm feeling like that, that's really the best times for me to write. So I might write something. But really, there's no time for me to be unmotivated. But when things aren't coming to me, that's probably the time when I'm ready to go to sleep. Because I sleep maybe once every 3 days for 4 or 5 hours here and there. So yeah, I'm constantly having brain farts though, but I overcome them.
For the Gathering of the Juggalos, what are you expecting to pull out of it?
Do I have expectations? No, because I've learned not to. I've learned not to expect any comebacks from anything that I've done. I've just been disappointed. What I would hope would happen is this whole thing just blows up, wide open. The door's open, and I step in and do what I've been wanting to do the whole time, and I've just been planning for this moment, like I said, all my life. So yeah, man, it's I have nothing expected. A couple people said they were gonna try to lynch me. That remains to be seen. If haters are gonna show their face around me, then I've always been man enough to sit there and talk like a civilized person. If you got a problem with me or yourself.
We covered that last time, though. Honestly, haters gonna hate. That'll stand true forever.
It's been more now. Now that I actually got put on, these people are just coming out of woodworks.
Who are you looking forward to meet at the gathering? Is there anybody in particular that you just really want to just meet?
I don't. That's been tossed around a lot. Because we don't know if we're gonna be able to get backstage with all the big names. Celebrities and commercialized, music and celebrities that are gonna be there. I'm kind of like a Z-list celebrity myself now with being mentioned with all those people. It's weird. So, we tossed it around. My small group of people. I don't impose on anyone else, so to speak, because being an artist myself. And I got a pretty big reputation myself. I mean, my whole name and art form and everything has just been built off my reputation. I really haven't even dropped an album yet. If you look at it, I dropped one back in 2003 that was locally pretty well received, but there was only 500 copies in existence you'll ever find. So I've never really dropped an album. My name is just, it's big on reputation alone, and all the marketing I do. And, I don't want to be one of those people that go up to somebody big that's already established and be like, hey, shake hands with them, I'm this such and such person, and expect them to know me because I haven't released anything, physically, financially, put it out there on the market where people would realize who I am, and give me recognition. So, damn, that was a long answer, but that's how I feel.
It was a good answer. Very good.
I don't want to hound dog anyone.
All right, fair enough.
I don't hound dog in the same respect. So, I mean, there are people I want to meet. I've already met a couple people that are going. I've met Vanilla Ice. I smoked a 6-foot bong with him like 2 years ago at one of the gatherings. It's cool as hell. Him and Pauly Shore. We smoked a 6-foot together. Swear to God, it was the best thing I've ever done in my life. Like, aside from opening for ICP and doing this gathering thing, like, you'll have some good-ass times out there. It's magical when you go out there. You can't describe it, man. And, I mean, the last couple of years has been a lot of people going in there and trying to ruin it that aren't even fans of this kind of music, but that comes with the territory of booking these more commercialized, more known names, you know?
Yeah.
How exactly did you meet Pauly Shore? Did he, like, just walk up to you and go, hey, buddy, what's up? You mean the Nugs are gonna go smoke a fat and get bombed?
Walking around just trying to smoke blunts with people. So he was just in a crowd of like 300-400 people trying to watch his show, and he didn't even really do a show. Like, he did a couple of his little, you know, things back in the 90s with the Weasel and all that, and you could tell he didn't want to do it. So then he was just like, yo, where's the green at? And he walked off stage and was just walking around in the crowd, shaking hands and hitting everyone's blunts.
Trying to meet Lisa's out there, you know.
He's like, where's the girls at? Where's the green at? I'm out of here, you know. Walking around too, he was cool as hell, man. Getting video of people and everything. Like, wow. So
you try to make a move on your Lisa or anything, or was he cool like that? He try to make a move on your Lisa or anything, or?
Oh no, never that.
Hey, I like your Lisa. She's stoked. All right, you know.
It's been a very enlightening interview with you, AJ, and I think we're gonna close it off. It's been a pretty long interview.
Who we pissed off this week? Who we pissed off this week? Have we pissed off the Catholics yet?
You know, it's a full moon.
It is. Oh yeah.
And I'm gonna be performing underneath a blood red full moon.
Nice.
Awesome.
Thousands.
Very cool.
That's very cool.
Looking forward to it. Hopefully they don't get murdered, man. Hopefully I come back with a vengeance. Because when I come back to Buffalo, I'm not stopping, man. It's 10 times the grind.
AJ, it was a great interview, man.
Sure, it's been a pleasure, man.
Great interview.
Just said no Kanye.
AJ, I'm going to let you finish, but I just want to say that Holytotemic is the most important rapper out here. Okay, I'm going to let you finish.
You're always welcome back on the show whenever. All right, man?
Yeah, man. I appreciate it, yo. Totem Soup is what's up. You guys hold it down. And I can't wait to hear the freak nasty news. Because it is freaky and vile and disgusting at some point in time.
All right, AJ, man. You have a good night, all right?
Yes, sir, fellas.
All right, peace, man.
Peace out.
All right.
You are more than welcome to leave any comments on totemsoup.com or our forums at totemsoup.usersboard.net. We also have a comment line at 716-393-8462, and you can check us out on MySpace and Facebook as well. Don't forget to vote for us on iTunes. Have a great week.
This is a journey into sound.
My name is Holytotemic, and this is Totem Soup.